All right, gentlemen, podcast today is going to be a little vlog style.
Daddies.
We're out here at Eagle Glen. I don't know. I'm in Indiana.
Glenneth.
This is your podcast, video podcast. This is going to be chaos, and you're going to love it.
Because we love you.
Let's see if Seb can drive a ball.
Unbelievable! Touchdown! I feel daddy's. Oh my, that may be one of the great throws ever made.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy is fun.
So it's not just Seb and I out here. We've also got some of you may know, Mr. Jake Revere.
What's up, daddies?
So he's gonna be he's smacking some balls too. What's your dream?
My dream is
What's your
coming
daddy
true.
dream?
I feel like I'm living my dream right now that I'm out here golfing with your ass.
Yeah.
And my ass, actually.
Yeah, and that's assistant commissioner. We also have a special guest on the Draft Daddy podcast. What's your name?
Jackson?
Jackson Paul Revere.
Yeah.
What's your fantasy team name?
What's your fantasy team? How many years have you? How many? Warsaw.
Rookies.
And why is it the rookies?
Because it's my first year.
First year. And how old are you?
8.
8. And he just accepted a trade with his uncle Blake. He initially wanted Jahmyr Gibbs for Rashid White, and I declined that trade, but we got a counter trade going. All right, coming up on a par 3, so I figured we might as well put it close.
Yeah,
Put it close.
That was actually my ball.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of your ball, that's mine. I'm gonna putt it.
Yeah,
Who do you got in your matchup this week? You and Glenn.
Yeah, of course. Me and Glenn. Of course, this is an easy one. Jaden Daniels taking on the Carolina defense, which has not been great all year. Baker Mayfield plays Baltimore defense, which also happens to be my defense. I think he slows them down, especially if Mike Evans is not able to play. If Mike Evans is out, he loses his stack. I take this home easy. Just like that putt, Blake just hit.
I'm going Seb. Daddies, this is cart action. Bad audio. Chicago Dogs, My Chubb, Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray. Cook. Oh my gosh, My Chubb has nothing but Q's. Q. It looks like a question and answer session with no answers. I gotta go Chicago Dogs easy on this one.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of guys that maybe lived in Asheville the last couple of weeks. A lot of Q's, a lot of injuries, a lot of deaths going with the Dogs here as well.
Yeah. Said when I was just down in Indy with Peyton and the Crawdaddies. What do you see for that matchup this week?
Yeah, I feel like the Crawdaddies have it out against me. I haven't picked them a lot this year. They've played really well lately. You know, the addition of Mixon, especially against the Green Bay defense. Cooper playing in Buffalo. I just don't know how well adjusted he's going to be. Burrow, I think, could go off this week against Cleveland. You know, the Battle of Ohio. I think that Cincinnati does win. I just don't know if it's enough. I think there'll be a shootout for Houston and Green Bay. So look for Love to have a good game this week. And Jacksonville's been waiting for Neighbors to come back to his starting offense. And so if he comes back this week from concussion, look for him to concuss the other team, concuss the Crawdaddies, by putting up a big number and stopping them from starting any streak. Blake, do you agree?
Who did you take?
I put the Jacks.
Oh, I'm going Crawdaddies because they are hot right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's a hot take, but
He just sucked him off. That's why he's saying that. Okay, all right. We're going to watch him tee off.
So this week, I've got Vic, and Vic's on the struggle bus a bit right now. But looking at that match, so the Hurricanes now. I mean, I think it's deserved. Had to change it up. Had to get a different feel. Because we're also hurricaning through this league right now. 4 wins straight. But it's a big bye week for me. With I've got to play Jared Goff in there to start. I think it's riding up to be about a 50-50 matchup, but I'm not voting against myself. We've got 4 wins, but I think that this would be a week for Vic to pick up a win against a first-place team in one of the divisions by points and record.
I would agree. Yeah, I like Vic's matchups, so we're going with Vic this week.
You're going with Vic. I'm going with the Hurricanes because we're hurricaning through this.
Yeah, I don't like Hurricanes anymore. I mean, I would think you wouldn't like Hurricanes either, but I guess,
Nope. I don't. I hate them, and I hate my team. But I'm still going with them.
You should go to counseling. We're going with the Vicks.
was far from a beautiful round, but a beautiful day with a beautiful man.
With beautiful
And
Blake.
So we're speeding through the last ones. There's this quick vid pod. All right, we got Cox
In the Bison.
and the Bison. Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, Saquon. I mean, honestly, who's taking down Sir Cox-Lot right now?
He does have to start Patty Mahomes, who has not been great lately. They do face the San Francisco defense, which is pretty solid.
Pretty solid, and Kirk Cousins is facing Seattle, which has been the opposite of solid. With Brian Robinson Jr. If Brian Robinson Jr. plays, I think he's got it. I think that that's what he needs, but he's got Shamanette playing, and I think KW3 is playing. So, man, I hate to keep going with it, but I'm going Cox on this.
Yeah, I think just despite the Cox, but I think because the Bald Bison have Cox a lot, right? Like, I feel like they have a pretty big one. We're going to go with Bald Bison here. I think Brian Robinson gets it done. Deontay Johnson plays well against that Redskins defense and puts up a lot of points. Yeah, it carries them to victory.
All right, Seb, who's next?
Next is Keegs and the comeback story.
All right, you go.
Keegs and the comeback story. Keegs obviously has Allen and Hall. I think they continue to ride them very hard. Stevenson maybe come back to the lineup this week, and Ladd McConkey. But I just don't think they have enough consistent firepower to get it done. Comeback story I don't love, and yes, I do understand the joke, but I like to not understand the joke and try to emphasize that in the blog. So thanks for understanding. Appreciate you. Get out of here, newbie. Anyways, I will pick you to win. Comeback story to win. Brian Thomas has a big comeback game in in London after staying there for a week. So comeback story to win.
I think he's going to have a comeback story he's going to come back from last week in the L to Nashville.
You don't understand the joke, Blake.
Oh, I guess I don't understand the joke, but I think he's going to get a win. I think he's going to get a win.
I guess that's all that matters.
Jackson, what time is it?
It's time for the match of the week.
All right, match for the week. We got President.
I really don't know why this is the match of the week.
It's because it's the last one we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Because this could be a blowout. I expect the President to score maybe double the points that Beer will score.
That's why it's the matchup of the week.
Yeah, that would actually be incredible. Might be the first time in league history. No, actually not at all.
No, not at all. But we got just here for the beer, and he is indeed just here for the beer. He's starting Sam Darnold. What might be a highlight here? Josh Jacobs, Williams Pickens, Michael Wilson. He's got Travis Kelce. That might be...
But he's not starting a kicker.
He's not starting a kicker.
No kicker.
And is Jonathan Taylor going to play this week? Jake, is Jonathan Taylor playing this week?
No.
So no JT. I mean...
Remains sidelined on practice on Thursday, so yeah, probably not going to play this week.
Yeah, he's not playing this week. CJ Stroud against Green Bay. Tony Pollard against Buffalo.
Yeah, their run defense is a little sketchy, though, so I think Pollard will have a good game.
But I think that Kyren Williams playing against Las Vegas this week, oof. Big flex points.
My bet, not only is President going to win, they're going to win by more than double of what Beer puts up.
My bet is that just here for Beer never puts a kicker in. Who do you got, Jake?
There's a lot going on right now.
There's so many names.
I'd probably go with
the President.
Yeah, I'd go with the President. He's
Yeah.
clearly just here for the beer.
Alvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now here's some putts, daddies. Love you. See you next week.
On a spooky night, we love you. Couldn't be a better night than Blake and I together, but we have football this weekend, so we
Yeah.
love you.
I love you. Oh.
We just made out.
No. Yeah.
When I
All
step
right.
into the jungle, so they wanna group
There's
up.
the...
They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team.